What's up, guys? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and I'm here at PAX Unplugged 2018, and I'm here at the Elderwood Academy booth with Quentin, and we're going to talk a little bit about Elderwood Academy, what's going on, kind of an update, and other things you may have to look forward to on the horizon. So, how's the convention been so far?
It's been a great convention. The Philadelphia crowd is definitely into gaming, and it shows. Obviously, this is Sunday morning. Everyone's kind of hungover, and our booth is packed right now. But usually it's been really busy, and it's been fun to interact with everybody. We've had a lot of people are interested in the minis, which are finally fresh off the Kickstarter. So it's been a cool con.
If they're unsure, what is a Hex Chest Mini? Why don't we show them? We have one right here.
We do have one here, and that was could have been mistake number one, but
that's okay. Hey, we did it though.
So this is one of our Hex Chest Minis, and it is little 10 millimeter dice, 12 millimeter dice. There's mistake number one, and with a miniature little hex chest, and we've got the TED loop. Yeah,
there you go. Hey, listen, I've been saying it. You guys, there it is from the horse's mouth.
He paid me to say that.
Yeah, that's fair.
In loops, but
yeah.
So we got the little loop on it, so you can put on a keychain, necklace, stuff like that. But they're I don't know, they're really adorable little stocking stuffer kind of things.
Sure.
If you've got a friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend that's super into gaming, family member, it's kind of a cute little gift that they will enjoy and get a lot of pleasure out of. So.
Yeah, and I mean, they are portable enough that you can just carry them wherever and throw them in your bag, and that way you always have dice on you, and it's never a bad thing to have.
Yeah, never a bad thing to have your dice.
So why don't we talk a little bit about where you guys are? You guys have been in this for a little while, started off with the Kickstarter for the original Hex Chests way back in the day, and there's obviously been a bunch of products out there, so how have things been going?
Yeah, this has been a really interesting, fun, tiring 4 years of company growth, and this last year has represented I think we've grown about 80% as a company, and handling a lot of those growth, I guess just growing pains of making sure we're training staff, people that come in are enjoying the work they're doing with us, integrating old staff with new staff in a way that everybody feels comfortable and confident that a lot of our veteran staff, they take a huge amount of pride in the quality of their work, and so you can imagine it'd be stressful if you're sharing work with somebody. Sure. You want to make sure that they are doing the same level of work. So we've been going through a lot of those sorts of growing pains, and the challenge has been different compared to what we've been up to. Getting the company started, a lot of the work was every day there's some fires. You know, what do we need to put out? What sorts of stuff? We're behind on a Kickstarter. We need to make sure we're focused on that. And now the actual challenges are they're starting to become different, and it's definitely, I don't know, it keeps me alert and on my toes.
Sure.
But it's been really cool, and there's a lot of projects that we've Dan and I have learned that we're starting to become notoriously slow, at least internally. Hopefully not externally.
Right, sure, yeah.
We're starting to become notoriously slow at our product development, and a lot of that is we've been overwhelmed by people's generosity and support in a way that our whole shop has been focused on just getting the orders that are currently coming in out, making sure we're doing that in a timely fashion, and so we haven't been able to put a lot of time into some of the special projects, some of the special art things. We have a ton of
something like this, perhaps?
Yeah, this is an example. We actually 2.5 years ago, one of our staff members, she drew up a police box spellbook, and that was this is an example of kind of special edition project. That's it's a fun thing for us to do. We get a lot of joy out of just doing it, and people enjoy them also. There's the fan base, and we have a ton of other projects like this. We have some steampunk ones that we really want to get into. We've got some where we want to do some special leather work on spellbooks to start kind of broadening the base of what spellbooks actually look like. And we haven't been able to dig into those things, and not for bad reason. We're happy to do what we're doing, but it's been a learning experience to realize oh yeah, we have to the maintenance and upkeep with the company to make sure it's running is more important than doing this kind of stuff. So it's been, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at all. It's been a lot of fun to do this, and seeing the new challenges that we're facing is very cool. And at some point, I'm really looking forward to in the future being able to cut out some time to make more things like this. So.
Right. And I guess to talk about the community outreach and doing that kind of stuff, you guys did just launch a newsletter. I think the first one came out last week. Want to talk a little bit about that?
So this is, I feel like it's almost like hilariously bad business of just all of our customers that have supported us and helped make the company grow. We basically have only reached out to them when we do new product launches. Like, hey, we got a new Kickstarter that's going on, or here's a new project we're working on. And we've really wanted to make sure that we're engaging people in a meaningful way. We say it all the time, and it's not lip service. Like, we really do want to be making a meaningful impact in the community, and if we're not doing that, it's like, well, maybe we should stop, redirect, or stop altogether.
Sure.
So the newsletter is our first attempt, and we really want to focus on the newsletter of just like, keep people appraised a little about what's going on with Elderwood, but also the fundamental goal of the company is to like have fun. Like, believe it or not, we think of anybody who interacts with our business, whether you are a paying customer or not, you are a customer, because we want you to come here, have more fun with your life, with your gaming, and we think of all of our staff as customers. Anybody who literally walks to the booth, it's like, yeah, you're a customer, and hopefully you get some experience out of the actual booth build.
Sure.
So, I've lost my train of thought. And
That's okay. I'll bring us back. So, if people haven't seen the newsletter, what kind of stuff? I mean, we can talk about a little bit what's in it, but what kind of stuff they can expect from you guys in the future. Obviously, there's some goofy stuff, right? Like there's Dungeons and Dragons Mad Libs in this one.
Yeah. So, I mean, many of you who have interacted with the company know. I'm going to say this is mostly off Dan's wings, but we're both fairly goofy people, and put us in a room together and turn off the cameras, and it gets a little ridiculous. But we do that like shows a little bit on the edges of the company, and Dan's been writing Mad Libs.
Right.
We've been calling them D&D Libs.
Sure.
And we've seen some pretty funny things. People have been tweeting them at us, and we're going to continue to grow that story and like learn a little bit about like what is fun with that, how can we make that more fun. And hopefully in the future you'll see some more games and kind of fun things to interact with. We've been having some conversations with some of the comic artists around, and hopefully we can start bringing on some of your guys' favorite online comics to start doing some caption contests.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully we can like actually give away some of the art. We're sort of figuring out all the details, but just another chance to like have some fun with the actual gaming space, which is again what we really want to embody and do.
All right, and I guess last, is there anything that's new that's coming out, things that are kind of in the works that you feel comfortable you want to talk about at this point?
We don't have a ton of like secrecy. Oftentimes the reason why we don't talk about things is like, again, we're busy with like the operations of the company, making sure that everything's running smoothly. But we have a bunch of projects that are like, I'm going to say partially, and some of them are just like paper. It's like, literally on a whiteboard in my office, and there's like no other notes. But we're starting to work on some like DM screen oriented projects. And we're not entirely sure what that's going to look like and shape up like yet, but probably we'll start posting some things on, there we go. Probably we'll start posting some images of some of the prototype works that we're going to put out, and sort of get a feel for like what the community is engaged with, and try and feel like what directions they want us to go. And then we may follow up. I mean, the Hexus minis have been fantastic. We love them. Customers have loved them. We may follow up with a miniature spellbook.
Miniature spellbook?
Yeah. So.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks. What would that look like?
I mean, it would be a spellbook, but
designed for
a teeny one
for the mini dice, or
yeah. So we're still kind of floating through like the actual dimensions, and it's actually, believe it or not, it's a harder decision than you'd like.
I could imagine.
It would be fantastic to have a miniature spellbook that also serves as like a hero vault kind of thing
that would be cool.
But all of a sudden, like, if we are shrinking this product proportionally,
right,
we're not going to have the depth to fit a mini. This would literally have to be the same thickness of spellbook to fit a mini.
Sure, to fit a mini, yeah.
And just and shrink the actual footprint. So and that may just like look a little goofy. It's like, oh, that's like a cube that kind of looks vaguely like a book.
all right.
Yeah, miniature dice. Hopefully, regular dice should be like that at a minimum will be a staple, even if the miniature size doesn't quite make it into the design works. But so that's on our docket, and we're also we've got a couple dice projects that are, again, really, we've got vague art direction, and we've added gemstone dice to our lineup, and we wanted to make sure that they were something a little bit unique from the marketplace, because we don't want to just. It's not our goal to just like add more of the same thing to the marketplace, because you guys already have those options other places.
Right.
That's not it's not a value add that we can bring, but we're really trying to bring like a little bit of an artistic flair to the dice, and so we may see. I don't know if these are going to move forward, but we may see some dice projects coming out from Elderwood over the next year or two, and I'm kind of excited to see if that's a thing that we can actually execute, because it's.
Sure.
I know a lot of people look at the stuff we do and like, oh, why don't you guys make wood dice? You like do great wood stuff.
Well, and you guys did do the curse breakers, and those are pretty. I don't see many around anymore. Is that just a change in the process, or
again, we're talking about the company development, and we've been so focused on getting product done. We have 2 laser engravers right now. Mm-hmm. Last year we only had 1.
Gotcha.
And so many. Those are in like 90% use. And believe it or not, the 10% that we're missing is because we're screwing up, not because we don't have 10% more work to do.
Right.
And so the curse breakers are really intensive laser. Each individual one, the big ones, each individual one is like something like half an hour of laser time.
Oh wow.
And so the reason why we haven't been able to bring those back is that we're just too busy right now. And again, like, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about these projects. I'm excited about curse breaker products. But we've been put in a position where we're like, we have to choose what's important, and we're listening to our customers because they're giving us clear indication of like, hex chests, those are important. So we put a lot of time and effort into making sure that those like get made and are available for everybody. So.
All right, well, that gives me 2 questions. Is one, for you guys out there, any of these new products that are kind of in the works and things that Quentin's brought up that they may or may not do, leave comments, let us know, let them know. Do you think that it's worth it? Should they go forward with this? What would you like to see? And 2, miniature spellbook. Is that going to have a loop on it?
You bet.
All right.
Please, again, like, we love to like hear from the community. So if you do want to tweet at us at Elderwood Boxes, or I think we're /Elderwood Boxes on Facebook. If you want to like leave some comments about things that you're interested in us pursuing, I know it sucks that we can't pursue every project, but it's important for us to hear those things, because we want to. Again, we're not here to serve ourselves. We're here to like be part of the community. So, join us.
All right, and that's going to do it here for our interview. Thanks again, Quentin, for this awesome interview. And we're going to jump into one of their Mad Libs. We're going to get a couple other people. We'll cut and do another video so you guys can see exactly how creative these Mad Libs are.
Don't eat your pumpkin.
Yeah, don't eat your pumpkin. Thanks, guys.